I think it's more than, I think it's more than, it's not feelings, it's something else.
Well, good question. My core values, and I hope that I will exude this as your mayor, is an honest integrity, an openness, and a total inclusiveness to what is going on, so people can feel that they are connected into that. My core value is that every voice is important, every person is important. We can't be all things to all people, we can't promise everything to everybody, but you have to be able to offer a few ideals, if you would, that are non-negotiable, and that is an honest integrity, an open accountability, and a love that is not bound by what you look like or what you say.
Right, now apply that to the town for me.
Well, that's a great question. I don't know how I'd apply that, because the town, of course, is a living organism that's composed of the people in it. But the downtown core, what I would say, it needs to make sure that we're all working for each other, promoting each other. To develop a Macy's gimbal approach. If I don't have it, she does down the street, and it costs $8.95. You know, gee whiz, just I ran out of frog legs, but Chris has got the best frog legs you ever take. I mean, it's an open honesty that tries to promote all of us. In a competitive spirit that realizes that we're all here for the same reason, is to have a town that supports us. So we have to protect the golden goose, so to speak. And that's why Dream really started. As I was reading, you know, when you just start, 20 years ago, it's a bunch of people who were kicking some ideas around, but if you realized, I didn't realize this, of the deplorable status of the vacancies, the limited opportunities. Was there one restaurant at all in town at the time? I can't even remember. Judy, was there? Maybe the Brothers' Place was.
I think Alex's was, or the Flower Town was
Flower
right
Town.
across.
Flower
from there.
Town, home of the grease, absolutely.
That was it.
That was it. And so there was nothing to draw it. And the merchants that were there were, well, it's a different face now. It's a more vibrant face. And but the face also has to continue to attract our young people. And I'm not talking about the high school seniors. I'm talking about the young professionals who are making a real decision whether to live in James Island, Mount Pleasant, or Somerville. And those are the people who have good jobs, who don't mind driving 25 minutes to work, who will spend their dollars where they live. So I still don't feel like I answered that question to your, and I'm going to pray about that and see if there's something else I can, and if anybody else has another question to follow up on that. Excuse me.
I wanted to ask, we've heard from all three candidates tonight, but what makes you a better candidate than Collins or Lomax?
Well, I think I'm a heck of a lot better looking than both those guys.
Well, I didn't ask who's better looking. I thought we decided already. That wasn't important. That wasn't important.
I'm retracting that comment. That had nothing to do with tonight. Let's get very real on that question.
Yeah.
This has been the most pleasant experience of my life. Outside of raising my family, my church family, is because it's such a positive campaign. Mm-hmm. Bill Lomax is my ENT, and so he could have taken me out years ago but decided to save me. Bill Collins, I have sold several homes for Bill and his son Will, and they're friends. So both these people that we are running are friends of mine. Excuse me. And since there is no incumbent, so there's no record to attack, there's no incumbent to defend, and since it's nonpartisan, it's all total polarity. I'm not fighting against Bill, even though he's a liberal Democrat. I'm not fighting against him. It's all about us, what's best for the town. So it's a very pleasant experience. It really is. But I think what separates me is my clear vision of how we need to go, my energy and drive to see it through, and my willingness to serve for at least 8 to 12 years to see the job completed. Because this is not a one-term deal. It's going to take at least a couple of years to, number one, figure out the job, begin to work with the team, and build the layers of trust with each other. And so as we move forward and enhance Dream and build partnerships and attack the opportunities ahead of us, and they are great. I think I bring the best opportunity with the greatest opportunity to link with our regional partners as your mayor.
Thank you.
Okay. I think that's the time up, because we got started a little late, so we allowed it about 30 minutes per person.
I'm just warming up, page 2. No,
Yeah.
I want to thank all of y'all, and I know I really appreciate these questions. And you know, when you're talking about something you love and care about, it's hard to get it's much easier to solve a math problem. But what we have in front of us is not a math problem. We have some real problems, and these are people problems. These are property problems. These are transportation problems. So it's going to take us, and I mean this with all my heart. This is our town. It's our future, and together we can do incredible things. But it's going to be the word together, and I thank you for this night, and I'm available anytime to answer any more questions.
Okay.
So,
And we have a few
Thank you.
things for you to take.
We wanted to give you a few things. Dream had a strategic working plan session recently, and these were some of the things that we were interested in seeing happen in the next few years in the town, and so we wanted to give this to you. This was also an article that had been in Parade magazine a few months ago, kind of talking about the characteristics of an ideal community, and just some, interesting food for thought.
yes.
And then lastly, we just wanted to give you some information about Summerfield Dream.
Well, and I thank you for all of this, and we will certainly make sure that we become
You've got it.
full-fledged members of Dream as well.
Thank you, we gave you that opportunity as well.
He's got
So-
a letter tomorrow.
As you'll know, you know,
Put one in.
Oh, she already.
yes, and I would be, thank you for that. I would love to come talk to any group, any day about this. As you well know, my sister-in-law is the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, so I thought we were involved in everything, but apparently we're not. I mean, we will certainly be a part of a Dream.
Thank you.
Because it's critical for all of these to work together, because we're all
Absolutely.
promoting the same thing,
And so
Somerville.
hopefully you'll maybe find a place to put this up in your office somewhere. This is our next promotion thing that we're doing.
Absolutely.
So
Yes, ma'am.
Somerville has talent.
Oh, it really does.
They really do.
Oh, you better believe it. It's got a lot of talent. You should have seen it shake the other night.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Information about Tuesdays.
That's the event, yes,
The
that
event.
we were talking
Okay.
about.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tuesday.
All righty.
Thank you again.
Good evening. Thank you all
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for
Susan.
coming.
Thank you.
very much. Thank you for hosting this. Good night.
Good night.
This says Thursday, what's Tuesday?